this thing that they're doing online, on Twitter. I don't want to post it. I thought about it that we could do it here. This thing that they're doing, 11 players to get to know me. I don't know if you've seen it.
11 players
to get to know me.
Yeah, like.
So I felt like
the players you love the most, and if they mention it, then they know it's you. Like I have friends that.
Yeah.
Let's do it now. Let's go for it.
Let's do it. So I feel like it's better to do it here than just to.
Yeah, let's go for it. So I'll start with Meka because
For me, like, so I normally, they're saying United players that I really do like, then obviously outside. So I might not have 11, but let me say like my own favorite players like that.
And this is all time.
Yes, that
No,
all time.
all time,
That people that know me know like those are like my guys. So my favorite player of all time ever is Wayne Rooney. Like I just
one the same as that. Yeah.
I love him. He was always my guy, even when Ronaldo was there.
not my all time for sure.
No, United. My all time.
Rooney. Yeah.
So Wayne Rooney. Now my current favorite player is Rashford. Again, he's not the most popular, but I love Marcus Rashford. Then I'm looking at Kaka. Kaka's an all time for me. Like he was just different, and he just did with like there was just a swag to it, and he just had that like elegance to his game. So Rashford. Andy Cole, I'll say a random one. One of the reasons I started supporting United, I always just felt like I kind of looked like him growing up. I was just like black look at Andy Cole. For me, Paul Scholes, a legend for me. Beckham is my second favorite United player of all time.
Right.
David Beckham. So for me, yeah, I'll say like then if I go like European, then I'm looking at Totti. Again, like he's just different. I just like players that there's just that elegance. The long hair is a look. There's like an aura.
My guy, Totti is number one on
my
list.
It's like an aura. There's like an aura team. So I think those are the main ones I'll say.
I think I'll go. So we intersect on a lot of points. I think Kaka comes into my team easily. Zidane has to be my team. I think that you're growing up and you're watching football. Zidane, the way he looked, he was just like he was zoned in, that kind of thing. He was like, he wanted to imitate Zidane, that kind of thing. So Kaka, Zidane. Rooney obviously up front. There's no doubt about that.
Kind of Adriano. Let me just add Adriano.
Yeah, Adriano is cool. But Rooney, Kaka, Zidane. I really, really, really like Maldini and Nesta. I thought two of them. Nesta had the. So picture it like this: when Ronaldinho was dribbling and his hair was flying, when Nesta was defending, his hair was flying as well. So there was that with him as well. I like Cafu at right back a lot. Left back, I'd have to go for Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole was just so not because he gave me joy, but the nightmares he playing against Ashley Cole was you suffer against Ashley Cole so much because he will give you a tough game. I think I'll make it up. I say I really did like Ballack. I really did like Ballack. Ballack just gave me that.
I loved Ballack.
I didn't like him.
Ballack was just so.
I loved Ballack.
So fine. You're like what?
He was a powerhouse.
And he could now play.
Loved Ballack.
I can't.
The guy had presence.
Yeah, he had he had the
Can't finish the team. Can't finish the team without putting. It was a tough call to make it without Paul Scholes or Lampard. But this is not necessarily about the quality. But I'll go for Frank Lampard because man, Frank was a machine. Yeah. You think about Ronaldo and Frank was a machine. Honestly.
For me, my own is not even about it. Like you said, it's not even about like the quality. It's like players that I just like. Like, I just love these players. And some of them I could because I had to write it. Some of them they won't make the list. Obviously, Totti is number one. Totti is like, even though I wasn't an Italian football fan, but Totti was a total footballer. Like. Totti was a football god. The kind of things that Totti can do with the ball,
left foot, right foot,
it is impossible.
Technique was
shooting, passing.
And then I remember growing up as well.
You don't find players like that anymore. You don't. You look around the game and
you don't.
The way we eulogize De Bruyne for his ability to play with both feet, pass the ball, shoot,
Totti.
run around the pitch. You don't find players like that anymore.
Del Piero,
you look at Del Piero, you look at Nedved, you look at Totti, you look at Daniele De Rossi. Daniele De Rossi. You look at those kind of players, Albertini, from way back. You see those kind of players, you don't find them anymore.
So for me, Totti, I remember growing up, I love Del Piero.
I love Del Piero.
Absolutely love Del Piero.
Alex.
I love Del Piero.
I love Del Piero.
Cristiano, obviously. Senior man. So good they name him twice.
Yeah.
JJ.
I loved Mikel Obi. I like the guy. Loved the guy.
Yeah.
DJ, obviously, Drogba, Lampard.
Yeah.
Then the guy that I
somebody
think,
somebody put Didier.
then the guy that I think is the closest to Zidane in terms of ball.
Yeah.
Riquelme. Love that guy. Not because I watched, not because I watched him when he was playing, but there was something about the older guys around me. They would mention, this Riquelme guy. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like I want to go watch.
You want that person waiting what?
You get. It's not like I want to go watch Riquelme. Even the season he had, because people need to understand, like Riquelme was nominated world best playing for what Villarreal or Valencia, Yellow Submarine, Villarreal. Like this guy is insane. Baller. That's the closest to Zidane in my opinion.
Went to Europe to Barcelona.
When
he went to Europe, he didn't work out.
You had to know how to ball, which is my biggest problem with the game now.
No, Riquelme
cannot ball. A lot of people can run.
But they can't play
score,
football.
but they can't ball.
Bro,
Yeah.
the closest to Zidane is Riquelme. This guy is ball.
Yeah,
you get then obviously Zidane.
I think close to Zidane for me. Because Zidane is honestly Kaka. You know.
I think those kind of players, like you said, like so the Zidanes, Riquelmes. Remember Pablo Aimar. All these guys.
I saw Pablo Aimar sitting on the bench.
All these technicians.
I saw Pablo Aimar sitting on the bench of Argentina.
Yeah.
I saw Walter Samuel. I saw Santiago Hernan Solari. I said Argentina will win this World Cup.
But even guys, they're actually on the bench.
Good screenshot. They're part of the team.
Walter Samuel.
I saw Walter Samuel.
I wasn't familiar with your game. I wasn't familiar with your game.
I saw Santiago Hernan Solari. I said these guys, no, Argentina will win the World Cup.
Obviously,
Henry, this
then obviously Ronaldinho. I still remember the first time I heard about Ronaldinho ever in my life. I can still remember clearly.
Out. Jesus Christ.
The first time ever in my life I heard about Ronaldinho. I said
remove Lamba from that list, please.
You get? I can still remember the very first time. It was Korea Japan.
Remove Lamba from that list.
It was Korea Japan 2002. When Korea Japan won't start, you get some brother who they always watch ball. Obviously, Babi Salute at the time they watch ball. He said, boy, don't lay here, boy. You get like Ronaldinho was there. You get, and for some reason, last guy on my list, Osaze. For some reason, I'm serious. For some reason, when I was playing football, I liked Osaze at some point to the point where I was almost doing the same things that he was doing. I for some reason I like the guy.
The way he could play.
Yeah.
I
like the guy.
I have a bit of it. I have a small story about Saze. When I was serving in Kebbi State,
right.
So we were watching Arsenal West Brom, and Koscielny was one of the guy I liked so much. I thought Koscielny was one of the best 1v1 defenders. And I was shouting, yo, Saze, he go die. Is he mad?
Saze in his prime was dangerous.
If he tries it with Koscielny, he will break his leg. But Saze takes the ball to the byline and Koscielny chases him, drops his shoulder and Koscielny falls and he takes it away. Hausa boys won't kill me. I will never forget it.
Saze was really good, man. At his time. He had this similar Cristiano Ronaldo thing where they want to do one kind leg over like this.
No budget ball,
He go shoot ball with his left. He go do all those things. I really like the guy.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay,
go for it. Yeah.
Defenders, Alessandro Nesta, loved them. I thought Nesta was different class. You know, I really loved the way he defended. John Terry, JT. So much respect. So much respect for the footballer, for the personality, for the character.
Yeah.
You know, you don't find defenders who want to put their bodies on the line anymore and just want to die. And he could play. He could play. You know?
So in a day, basically, you didn't have to. This PR, you didn't need PR. So you didn't need to say, I'm a ball playing. You didn't say, I'm a box to box. Papa, can you play football?
Can you play football? There's a guy who used to play for Italy. He was Argentine, actually.
Camoranesi.
Camoranesi.
That's my guy.
My brother.
Monster guy.
Camoranesi.
I love that guy.
I loved Maro German Camoranesi.
Korea Japan. Camoranesi was.
No, the 06
mad.
I loved Camoranesi.
How many players come from the bench and affect the game like Camoranesi?
When Real Madrid used to play Juventus in the semi-finals, there was a period where they met in the Champions League semi-final, quarterfinals for a few years.
Right.
Camoranesi, Pavel Nedved. Those are players that when I sit back today and I say, I think the game is rubbish now. The football those boys played that year
is rubbish now.
The quality of football those boys played that year.
I think before I continue, I think just a topic to touch on for maybe next time.
Yeah.
Just about footballers now. So every all these positions now, they're all labeled. So you're a ball playing, you're an inverted this. Like before all these like the Vieiras, the Kings, they were midfielders, they were central midfielders. they defended, they attacked.
Yes.
But now you're either a playmaker, you're
exactly.
So like, what has that done to football? Because now, like I said, John Terry pinged the ball 40 yards, left foot, easy, clean.
Easy.
Not, but like now
Thierry
it's
Henry
like,
said,
now
I used to enjoy playing against him so much. You know, Thierry Henry said when he was coming through the ranks at Chelsea, I enjoyed playing against him because I had a few victories against them. He said later on, after a few years, I saw him pinging balls with his left foot. I'm like,
just like that.
Yeah, Anthony's doing the same thing.
I think it makes these positions when you see like a playmaker per se, it makes you like it pigeonholes you. You maybe also start like neglecting certain parts of your game. You see all these guys like so that's why I like now you see the Bellingham, like these guys are all rounders.
All round. Can you play ball?
That is why when
if you sabi play ball, you don't have like that. They all lock out.
When I criticize Pogba, I criticize him because you know he can do everything, but he just chose to be lazy.
You can tell that he's not committed enough.
Yeah, he just chose to be lazy.
Because the templates are there. If people like them, John Terry, Mikel, with his recent interview, he said with Lampard, for example, and that's why that created a bit of problem for Lampard as well now because people now want to reduce him to he was a goal scorer. Lampard was doing everything. Was winning with the ball, was playing passes, was assisting. You get? So the people that train with him will tell you that every day before and after training, they see this guy doing the same thing. Have 10-15 balls.
Yeah. So let me continue. Daniel De Rossi.
By the way, that episode, if we're gonna do it, I think international break is coming around the corner.
Yeah.
International break. Yeah. We should do it international break, but you have to be around to do it. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Daniel De Rossi, another DM I love so much energy on the ball, ability.
A bit of a story.
Could pass, could shoot.
A bit of a story. I don't know if you've seen it. Do you know Daniel De Rossi has a tattoo? I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, that break like a caution sign.
They have a tattoo that has a triangle. Then you have someone sliding tackle the other guy inside the triangle. Tattoo.
So two players I always wanted to play like, you know, obviously nothing close to them in terms of, you know, talent, but Carrick and Daniel De Rossi. I always wanted to play like those two players.
Those are two
absolute monsters.
I just wanted to play those two players.
Then in the Premier League, I grew up. I love the guy so much. He started calling me that in secondary school. David Ginola. He was a French guy. You know,
if we want to do this,
low magnific.
You
know, he was a Tottenham guy. He made his name at Tottenham. Played for Newcastle, Aston Villa. David Ginola. He was two-footed. He was like De Bruyne. He could whip the ball. He could shoot. He could do a lot of things. I love Tevez too. Tevez is somebody I really liked. You know, his energy around the pitch. But my all-time favorite Premier League player, you know, it's Paul Scholes. Love Paul Scholes. I love Paul Scholes. And even, you know, when Vieira tells you that my toughest opponent is Scholes and not Roy Keane.
Didn't Zidane say the same thing?
You know, and Henry said it as well.
Paul Scholes.
That was the player that Arsenal
Henry said, 1 minute he's here, you think you've got him. The next minute he's not there anymore.
Do you know that the people who didn't watch Paul Scholes play football, if they sit down now, really they watch analysis, they see Paul Scholes and maybe he's saying nonsense. And you will never that guy.
Yeah. Paul Scholes was unbelievable.
I don't think that since Paul Scholes there has been anyone.
There was a time Paul Scholes went into a forward position. You know, I think he was playing 8.
Yeah, so Ferguson actually brought him back. He was actually started his career as a supporting striker.
Scoring goals. He was as short as Scholes is. Scholes was getting on the end of crosses and was smashing them home with
I don't think that since Scholes, I don't think we've seen anyone that is as talented in terms
pure
of
talent.
Playing
I
the
can
ball.
play the game.
The way that guy and his passes
in tight spaces. What Bernardo Silva does, you know, in those small David Silva used to do tight spaces. Paul Scholes will be in those tight spaces. One touch football and he's out of there.
How Paul Scholes can play pass. The ball, they dead. Can be a bubbling ball. Yeah. It can be how he can play a long yard.
Yeah, they used to say training. He used to do crazy things. And when you hear him analyze our midfielders now on TV, like you can see the frustration. Like when he was talking about McTominay, was like, how do you receive? You're receiving the ball on the half time. You don't even look back. You're receiving. Just small things like that.
No man, Paul
that's why he's not a good analyst because
he's thinking about it.
He's like.
I guess what,
bro?
He had the dog in him as well. Had the dog in him. One day he can run into you and take a red card. He can run into you and take a yellow.
Dennis Bergkamp. The brilliant Dutchman.
You don't do 18 players.
No, wait now. Let me finish. I don't do 18 players. When I mention players, where I like.
You want to turn out to this Chelsea team. 35 months.
Is that you?
No, Two more. Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry.
On Bergkamp, can I just say the point?
Right.
If you've noticed now, I don't know if we're showing our age or what, but like a lot of these players that we're calling, forget stats. It's not like, because when you see Bergkamp has something like 50-something goals for us, or something like that,
Yeah.
or like maybe like
Something
crazy amount
ridiculous.
of assists as well. But like, if you put those numbers today, people will call him a fraud.
They will
or
call-
things
yeah,
like that. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
But
so
these
it don't
boys,
show like
they
the
don't
can pass their papa.
Someone
All
did
of
it.
them.
we are 200 goals.
Someone did a
Rack-
full thread
Don't forget about the
on
goals.
how Drogba was a fraud, or how you call a player like Michael Essien now. You know, I don't remember many big game players like Michael
Essien.
Essien. You know, big game.
Now they tell you, say,
You
we
know,
guys do
you're
22
done.
man. 22 man.
You're
This is a
done.
level.
Big
No
game.
go.
You're done.
I love Thierry Henry so much, but the last player I'm going to mention, you know, of course, everyone knows my greatest of all time is Zizou. But
Me too.
And if you ask me, a guy who I need to win a match for me, that I need to win a Champions League final, I love Thierry Henry, but it is Didier
Senior man.
Drogba.
Yeah.
I have never seen a footballer
Big game player.
for a big game occasion
Yeah.
like Didier Drogba.
I think we're gonna do it again. So 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
I'm telling you, I have to do
I have to
22.
I have to sit
So
down.
4 years ago, we did a all time top 20. Top 20. I think we should create a panel again.
Yeah.
Right. So what we did was we created the panel
But
to shortlist the players. Then we now pick our all time top 20
But it
football
won't be
players.
on this table.
No.
We need to have more people
No.
on the table.
We need to have more people on the table.
Maybe like 6
I
people,
suggest
7
we'll
people.
do it there. You know, with a bit
Yeah,
more space
with a bit more
and
space,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.